What's up, ladies and gents? Sinistry101, your host. Welcome back to more Hitman VR. This is the second mission, World of Tomorrow in Sapienza. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll explain exactly what we're going to be doing once the cinema is over.
Good morning, 47. Your destination is the coastal town of Sapienza, also known as the Jewel of the Amalfi Coast. Your target is a former client of ours, Silvio Caruso, a brilliant but troubled bioengineer employed by the Ether Biotech Corporation. Renowned for his early stem cell research, Caruso is now reportedly working on a far more disturbing project. A DNA-specific virus able to infect anyone, anywhere in the world. Imagine a bullet, fired in any direction, passing through countless bodies without inflicting harm, invisible and undetectable until it strikes its target. A world of armchair assassins killing with impunity. This is what awaits us, unless Caruso is stopped. Our client, one of Ether's major private stockholders, wants the project cancelled on ethical grounds, but without destroying the company in the process. She has asked us to eliminate Silvio Caruso and destroy the yet unfinished virus prototype. You will also need to deal with Caruso's lab head, Francesca DeSantis, a high-level Ether employee and cutthroat corporate climber who holds intimate knowledge of Caruso's research and could potentially carry on in his place. This is no ordinary contract, 47. Caruso's virus is a serious threat to our craft and trade, not to mention our core ideals. So failure is not an option. I'll leave you to prepare.
All right, so my strategy for this one is simple. We're going to be taking him out via the VHS tape. That's the first target. The second target, we're going to be going up, sneaking up behind as well, and use a fiber wire kill. Third, we're going to get in and try to be as stealthy as possible and take out the last objective. So, it's go time.
Welcome to Sapienza, 47. Silvio Caruso's family home is right across the square. The bioengineer suffers from acute travel phobia, so the Ether Corporation has installed a state-of-the-art field laboratory somewhere below ground. Expect security levels to rise.
All right, so first things first, we need to head to our safe house. This is going to allow us to go in behind kind of the mansion area and sneak in. You've seen some of these methods before on my previous walkthrough that I did of the game in regular third-person mode. However, pulling this off in VR is so much significantly tougher. I just can't say just how much more challenging the game is when playing in VR. You're not as quick with your movements, which sometimes being very, very precise is what playing Hitman is all about, and you don't have that opportunity to be as precise, so you really, really, really have to kind of think of every move you're doing, know exactly where you're going to go. Timing-wise, they added a security guy, which I don't think they had when I originally did this mission back in 2016. They added a security guy on this bottom floor that comes in, and if you do it in the timing that I do, he will just barely miss you. You have to be fast. Everything you've seen up to this point has to be timed perfectly. If you're even just a second or two late, when you try to go into the main room downstairs, he is going to see you every single time, so you have to be very carefully. So this is not the suit-only version of this. We are going to be using disguises, of course, but you do see me kind of going through this area very quick. That's because when you come down these stairs here, there's going to be a guard coming through this main hallway. So if you're quick enough, you can get into this door before he sees you. Otherwise, he will see you every time. So now we've set up the kill, and we just have to kind of wait, listen to the beautiful music, enjoy the VR experience. There is one thing I wanted to make a note of. When you're, like, say, in a container, or you're being disguised as something and you're standing still, you can still go into your inventory and pull out your fiber wire. However, you have to hold on to that fiber wire, even if you don't see it and it's not in your hands actually, because the moment you leave whatever it is that you're hiding in, that fiber wire will be in your hand. So if you accidentally, say for instance, let go, like here, what I did was I'm pressing the fiber wire and I didn't realize it, and when I come out, the fiber wire drops automatically. And then I have to come up with a fast kill before the guard or before the guy can alert all of his men. It's very tricky to do and it's weird, but it makes sense. It's realistic. So hopefully you guys enjoy this
Now I
game.
roll the streets around your house like a beast in the night. You are all that I stand outside your window bleeding. Won't you hear me? Won't you see? Ritorna. I'm begging you, come back to me. Ritorna. I follow you, I'm watching you. Ritorna. Come back to me, or I will find 47 ways to make you mine.
Please leave the observatory at once. I have very important.
A taste of wine turns bitter on my
Cannot be
tongue.
disturbed.
There were candles burning.
Leave
on the
now.
window. I see you lighting candles now as your feet pass the dirty hands over the table. I'm begging you, come back to me. Ritorna.
Target
I follow
down.
you,
Next up,
I'm watching you.
So as you can see, the fiber wire fell on the ground the moment I got out of the hiding spot. And that's why I wanted to go in for the fiber wire kill, but we couldn't. So we had to take out the pistol and shoot him, which actually our first shot in the game. So that was pretty fun. I love the shooting mechanics so far. Feels really good. So what we're going to do is drag his body over and hide it. And then we're going to set up a coin to distract the guard that's outside of this room. And then we can make our way upstairs and head to the next target. Same deal. You can actually go into your inventory while you're inside the bin and pull out your fiber wire to have it ready. This time, though, I know, and I'm going to remember to hold on to the fiber wire. So even though I have no hands when I'm in these boxes, the fiber wire is in your hand, but you have to hold that right guard to keep it in there. So as soon as we pop out, it'll be in my hand, and then we can use it to take her out. I'm still trying to get used to the fiber wire kill in VR because you have to set it up perfectly. You have to make sure that they don't hear you bring the fiber wire around their neck. I know it's so weird saying, but very realistic and very challenging to do, especially since you don't have a lot of time before the guard turns around. But yeah, let's set up our second kill, and then we will head downstairs for the final objective.
Okay, let's see what you're up to, Silvio. What's this? DNA sample.
Two targets down. Now destroy the virus.
All right, so now that we're making our way downstairs, we already have the keycard that we picked up from the first kill on the table right after we killed him. Now we're going to head downstairs. You just want to make sure that there are no guards looking in this area. As you can see, you can only see dots. You don't see the outline of guards anymore. You just see the dots. So once we come in here, There's a few things we're going to set up. And this is probably the most challenging part out of everything so far. So it might take you a few times to actually figure all of this out. We're not going to mess with the guy here first.
Ether's field lab. You made it. The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit.
Alright, once we're down here, we're going to grab this wrench. And we're going to head up the stairs, and we're going to take the scientist's uniform. This is going to allow us to go into that area a little bit better. There's only a few people that will see us in this disguise. Now, you do have to watch out because, see what I'm saying? Sometimes your inventory doesn't show up for you to put an item. And when I just dropped it, it alerted a guard down there. He didn't see us or anything like that. But see how the white thing doesn't show up sometimes? And it could actually almost screw you up. So hopefully that's a bug that they end up fixing at some point. But getting into your inventory is something that's a little too hard right now in VR. And you have to be able to put things away in order for you to be able to not hold anything and move on to the next sections. So here, essentially what we're going to be doing is see this guard here. He is in control of the video surveillance room, right? Because if you get seen by a camera, you're going to have to go back to that room, and make a note of that a little bit later. Here, there's only one person that can see us in the direction of where we need to go. So we're going to get behind here, and we're going to wait for the scientist to leave. Now, what we're going to do is something a little different. We're going to go to the back, and we're going to cause an alarm. We're going to pull on the fire alarm that's inside the building. What this is going to do is it's going to allow all of the hazmat guys inside to rush out, and it gives us a free opportunity to go in and then get the objective and then get out. So there's another method you could do by just taking the disguise, go in there, throw a coin, do a few distractions to get the guys away from your objective so you can do it. But that just causes too much. I think this is a lot cooler, just setting off the alarm. Once it's done, all of them are going to be headed out. Remember, we're in a scientist disguise, but we still need to be careful. Now, notice that I'm in the camera right now, but there's not really much we can do about that. We're going to have to take out the camera a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and switch to this suit, because this suit allows you to actually pretty much run around this entire map without ever having to worry about anyone except for the hazmat guys. So now that the coast is clear, we can do that, and then head out of here. One thing to remember, though, is we no longer are in a silent assassin. So at this point, we are going to need to take out the camera. And there's just a few people here, just like as always, that actually I'm still silent assassin, but I guess right there I get seen by a camera. So as you always want to check your wrist, because the settings that I have, it'll tell you whether or not you are silent assassin or not. So right now we think we're good to go because we looked at our wrist and it was green, but now it's orange because a camera saw us at the very, very end, I guess. So now that we were seen by that camera, we're going to have to go and take out their surveillance systems. But one thing to remember is the only way that you can do so is you have to take out the guard that is right in that section. But you can actually go in here without any fear. This suit allows you to go into every area. All we have to do now is just kind of wait until this guy right there is not looking directly at us. We can bop him on the head or take him out and then take the surveillance out, and then we can finish the mission. So this is a really fun one to figure out and whatnot, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Entering the Ether Lab requires seems both are within reach.
All right, so mission 2 is complete, and now we'll be moving on to mission number 3. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like. Really helps the channel out. Comment if you're enjoying, of course, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Ether Security's in the dark about the incident. A few at the company knew about the virus. Not even the board. Must have been someone at the lab. I understand. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Boss is unhappy. I followed you from Italy. I guess when you're invisible, you stop looking over your shoulder.
You did this.
Iago exposed you. ICA did the heavy lifting. I just pulled some strings.
Yeah, your mind. How do you expect...
I play dirty. That's how you defeat a stronger opponent. You strike from behind. Now give me the key.
You have a family? Trust me, if there's a weakness, Providence will find it.
I'll take my chances. The key.
Fine. Won't do you much good.
It's funny. Cobb said the same thing. Thank you, messenger.
Don't. I just killed you.
Then we're even.